Hey guys! I knew I had to make this one eventually, but this must be done if I'm gonna put the past behind me. So for all those who are new here, I apologize for the radiating waves of cringe you're about to endure. If you think you can handle it, then by all means stick around. Join me as I tell the story of the worst parody ever made, Noob Link. This tragic tale begins in December of 2012. Like all my older videos, I came up with a dumb idea and decided to execute it. That idea being a parody of Zelda. The premise was about a delusional kid who's obsessed with those games. So much so that he goes out into the real world and starts his own adventure. The character himself was just a rehash of Joey. If you don't know who that is, there's an icon to the right for that story. Anyways, the first episode starts with some super serious narration.
This is a dark world. I must save Hyrule. I've been doing it for 15 years.
Oh boy, my improv skills were top notch. It cuts to me walking to the back door, saying goodbye to the best motherly impression Damon could make. And then comes the iconic shot that would forever haunt my high school years.
What the fuck is that?
So I start to walk down the stairs, and the adventure begins. By the way, that's also Damon doing the main narration. Completely different from the other voice. He's a fantastic voice actor. Okay, back on track. I reach the bottom of the stairs and already encounter my first enemy. I don't have a weapon to hit it with, so I'll have to go find one. Fucking God. I then casually walk down the driveway, not making any annoying sounds, and find a homeless guy under a broken porch. It was originally a trash can, but if you saw the bloopers, you'd see why it wasn't used. The homeless man, or Damon, gives me the stick, and I do the iconic pose of Link obtaining a new item. And I go back and beat on the dangerous threat. With some clever editing, the enemy gives a bomb to pick up. After some more awkward improv, I go off into my backyard, singing the Zelda theme and failing every second of it.
That didn't feel too good. My Deku nuts!
So that's it for the first episode. You may think it doesn't sound that bad, but I've been criminally holding back a lot of the juicy filth. And I don't want to spoil any of that. It has to be seen to be believed. Even back then I thought it was bad, but for some reason I also thought that it was funny enough to make another episode. And less than a week later, I did the dirty deed. This time I got another friend over to help. By the way, she helped film some unfinished Joey stuff and 2 Rednecks episodes. Okay, so this episode starts off exactly where the last one ended, with Link headed to a dark forest. Or my backyard. I eventually find a sewer grate and assume it'll lead to a dungeon where I can find new items. I pretend to lift the grate and jump in, leading me to my basement, which, not gonna lie, looks like an actual dungeon. I eventually find a frisbee, which is supposed to replace the boomerang. After grabbing it, I get teleported outside and try it out. I go further into the dark woods and find another stranger offering heroin. Link assumes it's a moblin and proceeds to strike it. Look, I am sorry for making you guys deal with this shit. My God, how the hell did you put up with me?
Yeah!
The moblin is defeated, and I carry about my business. And the episode ends the same way as the last one, making a complete fool of myself. After that disaster, I decided to take a break. And many months later, it returns with the longest one yet. Most of it is me walking around in public wearing that stupid outfit that doesn't fit and trying to make jokes. Nothing really happens until he finds another dungeon and has to use the bomb to open it. Again, finding himself in my basement, he finds a bow and fights a boss. It's nothing specific, just Damon with a blanket on his head. I reappear to fight my sister, who is also a moblin, and I do some special effects, and let's just get this done and over with. The episode ends with me falling on my ass, and it leaves you with an exciting cliffhanger. And that's the end of the triple kill cringe combo. You know, I almost made a 4th episode. We had most of it filmed, but it was too hot and mosquito friendly to finish it. And thank fuck for that, because my social status may not have been salvageable. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, especially all those new subscribers. Hopefully by some chance I'll have 100 subs for my 100th video, because I got something special planned for that humble milestone. If you want to torture yourself, I'll leave a link to the playlist at the end screen. Watch at your own risk if you think you got the guts. So, I'll see you guys next week with whatever I make.
Bye bye!
This is so fucking cringe. Okay, that's enough.